Hey, what's up? It is DJ. Here are your mods for Tuesday, August the 12th, 2025. In total, 29 mods released today and one DLC. We'll talk about that. All platforms got only one new. It is a shed pack. It is 16 updates, though. Some pretty good updates in there. Also, PC and Mac players got 9 new, which includes 2 maps and 3 updates. First things first, Straw Harvest is out now. However, when I'm recording this video, Xbox still doesn't have it. I'm recording this video 2 hours after the DLC released. It is a DLC. It is a free DLC, so you are going to have to go to your store page, the Giant Software website, to download this. We'll leave a link down below if you're on PC. Otherwise, console players should have a link pretty easy to find. I also have a full video showing how to use it. If you're brand new to Farming Simulator and you've never played with Straw Harvest before, you can check that out. There is one issue, though. The square baler, if you buy it and you fill it up with the twine, it will not pick up straw at the very least. So be aware of that. If you're buying the square baler, make sure you buy it with the twine already in it, and when it runs out, you're probably going to have to buy another baler. That was something that popped out last minute, and we just couldn't plan for it in the videos. But the good news is it is free. It is a free DLC, so it's a downloadable item. And we also got an explanation of why this is a DLC and not a mod. So apparently they talked about this at FarmCon, and well, they talked about it right when I was listening. However, it was a German, and I don't understand German, so it was what it was. Nonetheless, they said that people were furiously sad that all the content is clogging up their mod space. So mods from here on out, at least from Giant Software, will be coming through the base game or as DLC items. So no longer will they be releasing mods. I think it should have been like this the whole time looking back, but it's easy to say that in retrospect. So there you go. I think that's everything you need to know now, at least to get you caught up. Now let's take a look at mods. So our only new mod for all platforms today is the Open Shed Pack from Irson Rainer. This is going to include a cattle pen for 15 cows and an open shed right here. It's got a little bunker here so you can pour stuff in. It's also got this interesting thing with the floor where it kind of opens up a little bit in some places, so whatever ground you've got under it will actually come through. I've checked this because I'm currently on a different save than I normally am, but yeah, it's doing it regardless. So heads up there again. 15 cattle can be in here. We can open stuff up, so it is interactive. You've got manure and all that good stuff, so you are good to go. All right, let's talk about updates now for all platforms quickly. Sharon Center, Ohio from Tony and Schultz. We got an update for this one, version 1001. It's not showing the number at the very bottom, but we do have the change log. Fix the field grass yield, minor fixes, no new save game is required. We also got an update to Maizy Lou Farms. This will be version 1001. Fixed field number 8, so AI worker works properly. We also have redesigned bunker silo area in the northwest farm at the top of the map. Minor fixed traffic spot and new game save is required. Valtra Valmet 8x50. This will be version 1002. Added front loader console for Howard Top Block and from Stoll. One of my favorite trailers in the game, the Autoloading Bale combo trailer from Mac Checker 921. This will be version 1005. It also says current beside it, so thank you for putting that there. Fixed the missing side marker lights on the trailer and zipper body and adjusted the height of the tension straps for the unrealistic bale loader configuration to mount all the bales correctly when unloaded to the bed. Got the Major Pack 1.1, added parking animation, and fixed the fill trigger. Bomet UPR 1004. Fixed the amount of lime spreading dependent on the selected working with and added a new movable element for IC. Annenberger HTS 11 DO4 spreaders 1001. Working with can now be changed via the work mode. Collision mass fixed for the extra fill root node, or exact fill root node, and trailer mass adjusted. Itty bitty teeny tiny plow, the Padre Servo 25 pack 1001. Furrow generation added and collision at a 4th share added. Also, I think Agrar Design Austria, the people that made this, were at FarmCon, and I totally missed them. I didn't see them anywhere. I wish I would have had the chance to meet them. Next up, the Horse Tiger 6 DT version 1.1. Fixed the issue with color of the hubs and rims and improved the store and mod icon. Lizard Z240 1101. 1. Rotation direction on the raking and tanning wheels has been corrected. And we got some placeables. The lime fertilizer salt herbicide seed production version 1002 removed emissions. Since crops are converted, players would not receive credit when dumping it into the trigger. This would cause mission failure and the player would be charged for that crop. If the land is sold and the building is still works as a sell point. Also added more crop inputs. We got carrots, parsnips, potatoes, red beet, sugar beet. From Carl, we got raspberry productions. This will be version 1001. Adjusted the prices and a production values. Cowshed 3+0 1.2. Buffalo milk loading fixed, straw trigger fixed, and small visual improvements. Old Cowshed 1.2. Buffalo milk fix. Old Swedish Cow Barn 1001 fixed the issue where the solar panels were invisible and fixed trigger and collision that were misplaced. Edulast mod update for all platforms today. Building for Colony. This will be version 1001. Texture improved and levitating objects improved. All right, now we talk about new ones for PC and Mac players. We got 2 Unimog mods. We got the Unimog U1200, 1400, 1600. And if you're curious, we're actually getting the 1800 through 2400 in the DLC coming out in about a month. So that's pretty cool. I'm also curious to see if this mod will come to all platforms once that is here. They've obviously made this mod before they knew the Unimogs and things like that would be coming to console. So I'll be interested to see if they have to change anything to bring this for all platforms. Nonetheless, we've got a ton of configurations. First one's going to be for our capacity on the back. You've got a couple different capacities there. As you can see, we've got a cover, bell transport, you got a floor cutout, and you've got with sides open or nothing at all on the back. Engine options, of course, all the way up to that U1400, but we can do a U1600 tuned as well. These don't appear to be in particular order, so I'm not quite sure what order they're actually in, but it is what it is. Wheel brands, you got your Mercedes-Benz in there. You also have a Trelleborg MPT. That'll have to be changed for sure. Continental, Nokian, and an off-road tire setup. And we could change these up to quite a few different things. You got exhaust side stickers, beacon lights, roofs. You got the horseshoe, sunshield, and horn protective installations. You've also got a monitor, front and rear hydraulics. Oh yeah, you could throw front hydraulics on here. And then you've also got colors for all the stuff. If you need a little bit of extra weight, we've got a 1.4 ton weight, which can be added to the back if you want it. Next, we've got another one. This is the Unimog U1250, 1450, 1650. So we're going to see very similar things to the previous model. However, with this one, we have a longer bed on the back of it. So we are able to attach more things. Customization options are going to be basically identical, but we have a lot more stuff here. So we do have a truck bed weight, it's the exact same one as the other. Then we've got a dump bed here, and you can see it's a little bit smaller, and that is because you can actually hook up a crane to the front of it, so you can run with a crane on this. If you don't want to do that, you could go with the long dump bed, which is nice. Has capacities, let's see, up to 6,000 liters. It's not too bad. And then you've also got a front hydraulic, which is separate, so you can detach it, reattach it, all that good stuff. And of course, we got a claw. Next up, we got the Gyrax Gyramax or Gyramax 512. This is going to hook up to your tractor via 3-point and a PTO. Of course, I guess you could put it on the Unimog as well. We got a couple different attachers with an extension or not. And what does it do? Well, you are able to mulch and mow things from the side of the road. You can also use it to cut trees because we have a saw on here as well, which from the right light looks like it's got a similar texture to the floor. You may lose it, so make sure that you're paying attention to it. Nonetheless, I think this would be perfect for those of you that are wanting to maybe role play some community work, or maybe you want to do some communal type of activity. Maybe you just got some trees and you think this would be the perfect thing to cut them down. Well, rock and roll. Next up, we got the AutoSan D47. I think this was the Lizard D47 in the past. Looks very much like it, maybe modeled after something different. Anyway, this is a small trailer. Got 4,200 liter capacity all the way up to 9,200 liters, 6,000, 6.4, another 6,000, another 6.4, 6.5. Gotta see it's all over the place. We have a bunch of options through there. Wheel brands, we have a couple of those as well. You've got different setups for the sides, so you can actually make them look different. It's kind of nice. A couple of them look the same to me though, but it is what it is. I don't really look for details on trailers too much. You got front and rear lights, rear buffers, backside decals, license plate, drawbar, side decals, front decals. Goodness gracious, too many options. You got side add-ons. What are these? Oh, they're just more side lights. rear reflectors, so that'd be side reflectors. Frame reinforcement, you could throw that on there too. It's not a whole lot, but it's a little something, so that's nice. Placement of the nameplate even, and then colors for all the stuff. That's a lot of customization for a small trailer. The next one, I have no idea how to say this. Is it Wee.no or Wee.no? Hanmey AG200 PROFF. I have no idea. This is a mulcher at the end of the day. Weighs a little bit less than a ton, 75 horsepower, 2 meters, 7 miles an hour. Not very often we get cultivators that are PC only, but here you go. The Bomet U7xx. We got 3 models in here. We've got a 2.1 to 3 meters, 3.2, and a 3.6. Oh yeah. Got a couple different supports, which are kind of hard to see. It's almost one of those why bother kind of things. And then you've got colors. Before we jump into the maps for PC and Mac players, we do have the mod Trade Vehicles. This mod gives you more control over managing your vehicles in Farm Sim. Instead of only selling them, you can now transfer them to another farm. Simply open the vehicle menu, select a vehicle, press sell, and choose whether to sell it normally or transfer it. It's perfect for multiplayer sessions where you want to share vehicles without losing them permanently. And do keep in mind that this mod does not handle payment, so you will need to arrange that yourself in one way or another. Must have for flexible farm management. Now we jump over to our 2 maps. The first one is Backroads County 4X from FSG Modding and FSG Tasman. Yeah, baby. Let's go. So, Backroads County 4X, a fictional North American inspired map that captures the charm and character of life off the beaten path. Influenced by both American and Canadian rural landscapes, 4X map offers a mix of rolling fields, rugged terrain, and classic country roads built for immersive farming. Whether you're a solo player looking for room to grow or a multiplayer crew ready to divide and conquer, Backroads County is designed to support your next big farming operation. We haven't even made it across the whole map yet. Goodness gracious. Of this massive farm, we have a bunch of different, massive map. We've got a bunch of different areas that you can purchase, and then we actually own this top portion of the map right here. As far as land goes, we've got one there, 158,000, another one, 118. And then the farm in the area around it itself, 213,000. If we jump over here and visit, we do get some little baby cows, which is nice. And it does seem, I will say this, our farm does seem to be a lot bigger than it looks on the map. But again, that's kind of the way it is on 4X maps. So be ready. For a 4X map, honestly, there's not a lot of fields on here. We only get 84 uniquely shaped fields, and they are uniquely shaped. We do have 142 farmlands, though, so that is very, very nice to see. There's also a pretty cool Case IH dealership, which I'm really digging. As far as all the other goodies, we'll jump in and take a look at crops. However, I can tell you there are no new crops added with this map. Here is your crop calendar, so you can be aware of that. Animals, as we mentioned, we have 50 6-month-old calves or Holsteins, so be ready for that one. We do have your contracts, obviously. Apologize, very early in the morning still for me. And we've got no productions owned or available. And as far as your vehicles go, we do have quite a bit. It's not as many as it may have seemed in the mod description, but there is a good amount to get you started. There are also some required mods. However, at the time of recording this video, those are not available on the website yet. If you want, you can check out the map for yourself. It will download them automatically whenever you download from the mod hub in-game. However, on the website, they will not. And we've got another map for you guys. This is called Four Bridges, or I think it's Four Broken if you actually load it up in the mod hub. So just be aware it may look different whenever you're trying to actually play it. This is a normal sized map. You can kind of see stuff loading in. I've got some assets that were not in the cache yet, so that's what's going on there. You may have also heard some sounds. So the ocean is actually making a lot of sounds. Look at the boats, which are booking it. And we have 4 bridges. 1, 2, 3, and 4 that connect the north and south ends of the map, or the north and south islands. And they've ended a decades-long conflict between these 3 bridges. Yeah, the mod description is pretty fun, so if you want to go read it, go check it out. But we are going to focus on factual information about the map. Here is your starting farm. Doesn't look like any required mods for this one, which is very, very nice to see. Boom, we're going to find it right here. Farmland 39. It's the whole area, which is nice. And then we get, I think, just the 2 fields down there at the very bottom. So we will have to buy more, because that's not a lot. 72,000 and 81,000. We do have some nice price fields around it, and definitely around our farm. So maybe spend a little bit of cash and buy some of these bigger fields. That way you can start making a little bit more money, a little bit more quickly. We do have just about everything you need on the farm. It's all base game things as well. I'm actually a little bit confused on how this is PC only and why it's not on all platforms. As far as purchasable lands go, this is what you can expect to see. It is not a lot, and it's only the farmlands themselves, so you're not going to be getting any of the trees or anything around the outside. All that extra stuff, yeah, you're not going to be able to do anything with it. But on PC, you can enable mods where you can do whatever you want, wherever you want. As far as new crops, there are none. Here is your growth calendar for your crops. Pretty short through there. Animals, I've bought all of the land, so I'm not sure if this is going to change a whole lot with what we get, but we do get quite a few different animal pens through there. We've got a couple owned production chains. I think we already own these anyway. And then we've got a bunch available. Again, just looks like all of them, I guess, is the most appropriate thing to show. And then lastly, wrong one. Bam, there you go. We could take a look and see all of the equipment that we get in new farmer mode, which is a small amount, but the right amount. There you go. That's what it's going to look like for Bracken. Lastly, today we've got updates for PC and Mac players. We got the staffed workshop showing as 1104. However, the version we have is 1.1. Spelling errors corrected and description improved. New script version with fixes for reporting bugs. Additional XML parameter for timing and dry after washing. So the vehicle only serviced when it is not in motion, so be aware of that. Hard attached implements are now specifically recorded and work, and lift version added. Good update to task list is going to be version 1109. They've changed the evaluation to account for empty, production, or husbandry levels, triggering a task and increase the number, priority, and repetition options. And your last one, auto disable steering assist lines, version 1001. Fixed a bug where the lines were not disabled on curvy fields. And there you go. That is it for today. A nice, short-ish, sweet, and to the point. Hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check those notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have an awesome day. We'll catch you in the next one.